Hello and welcome back to the channel. So, it might be a little late, but this is going to be the Valentine special. And no collab, like how we did in the Thanksgiving special. I can put its link in the description if you want to go watch that video. It's an hour long. And also, if you can see, I don't really know, I have these two different cubes. I'm going to also show in one of my next upcoming videos how to solve the professor's cube. So I've solved this 3x3 like a lot of times. And this professor's cube, it is very, I would say, difficult for me to learn. I'm just gonna quickly take out the checkerboard pattern so it looks nice and appealing to you guys. And here's that professor's cube. It is a speed version. It is a really good cube. You could buy one of your own. And let's just get to the video. So what we're going to be doing today is opening Xcode. It's going to be right there. As it opens, make sure to buy one of your professor's cubes. Okay, so let's go back to that project we've been doing for a few days now. Or a few videos. So what I've done is added a few new things. Like this image, and that image. So I've just added these images into this. You can take your own from the web or anything. And I've also added something like this. It's called a rain particle. So it's a file. So how you would create that, click on your main folder, click new file, and then search particle. So there's a SparkKit particle file and a SceneKit particle file. And as I had said on our first gaming development tutorial, SceneKit is more 3D action, but not like that main, you could say, human-like characteristics in characters and things. So we'll just use a SparkKit file. And I'm not creating it right now, but to make this like rain particles, you could just select rain, select next to create it, and that would probably be it. It's really cool. You could like drag. It's raining everywhere. Yay. So let's just get to the main stuff. So right now, I already have all this code here. I'm going to comment it all out and then slowly explain what I did. Commenting this. Okay, Saul commented. So, like how we did in our previous videos, we have made a function to create a node. Well, actually before that, we had to create a variable defining that node, which is going to be up here as we created, right there. Now it's going to be a SK emitter node. Emitter is like, you could say, it emits something, it like puts something out. Oh, I also have to comment that. There we go. Now everything's commented. Now, okay, so we had created that emitter node, and we also had another thing. So let's say, okay, so what we're going to search here is Apple Sprite kit sprite kit documentation. We can go here. Let's for building this essentials, scene renders, textures, animations. These are actions. So let's go into our actions or animations. Let's see. Or let's go to a previous site that if I search this here, this is where we want to go. So it's the SK emitter node, a source of various particle effects. So there's sparks, rain, as you saw. And this is something that I can put in the description if you want to check this site out and read about it. So I'll put this in the description. We may close that and continue on. So let's uncomment this because here we're adding a child for this flower node so it can be added to the view. Now, what we're going to do is slowly uncomment these things. Okay, so here we have a function. It's returning a emitter node. Oh, wait, this also has to be, there we go. Okay. Okay, let's take all this back to what it was. We have this function. We have it returning node. And let's start to uncomment all this. So here we have this big function. So we're making hundreds of things, like in our red node and blue node. Let our node, so it's going to be a SK emitter node, and we are setting what type of, we're setting what file it is. So we're saying either like the rain particle file, or we can have multiple different ones. So right now we're saying the rain particle, which is already in here. Then we're saying node.particle texture is texture image named. So texture is kind of like what's outside, what you see of it. And we had made that this flower right here. And that is why we had that. So now the node dot particle size is equal to CG width height, and that, so that's each and every small thing emitting from the rain particle file, because in the rain particle we have all these things, so many, and they're really itty bitty. So we just increased their size by a lot. Now we have the particle birth rate, which is for each and every time like a new layer of those particles comes, how many? We just said 1. Like here, if we have it, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that, I don't know, but that's a lot of them. So we just said they'll come one by one. Now, let's go to this Swift again. Number of particles to emit. This is just controlling how many will come out. So, we already said the integer literal is 1. Then, let's have a small quiz. If it's emitting 1 per second, and we're saying it has to emit 10 particles, how many particles will it emit? I mean, this was probably really easy. It's 10. We're emitting 10. And all these different things you could do, you could find it at that site I showed you. I will put it in the link. I would put it as a link in the description. Just reminding you. Now we have node.particle speed, which is equal to cgflow integer literal. So you're just saying how fast is it going per second. Or no, it can't be per second. I'm actually not sure about that, but you could check it at home or wherever you are from that site. Then node.emission angle. Now this is where trigonometry, that's how you pronounce it, trigonometry or angles and that math comes in. I mean, math is my favorite subject, so I enjoy doing that. But yeah, for people who don't really enjoy math much, this is still going to be pretty easy. I mean, you have a circle, 360 degrees, fully around, and then we just want it to be slightly coming down to the right. So that's going to be 315 degrees. Now we have node position. You would know what that is because we showed it down here also. And then we have node is hidden is true. So I showed what is hidden means in the Thanksgiving special, which I will have a link in the description. Now let's move on down here. Uncomment this. Self.flower node is equal to create flower emitter node. So that function is right. So we're just saying our flower node, this node, like how we said our red node, is that certain node. This is just customizing the node. Now let's uncomment this. Yeah, okay, that was the right button. So self.blue node. Oh, that has to get uncommented before we could do that. So let's just start with this. Function show flower rain. How we had the is hidden. Self.flower node is hidden. Now it's just not hidden. Not hidden at all. It was first hidden. Now it's false. Not hidden. Now let's get to this last change. So self.bluenode.run. So this is an action of moving it, and we said it can repeat forever. We have Mario running up and down and up and down. And then after that, once he's up, we'll have the show flower rain. So it would be calling this or doing that. And then after that, Mario will go down with the duration, and we had explained this in our past video. So I will put all of those links in the description. A lot of them. And now let's just run the project and see what we get as the simulator installs the app that we've been working on for a while now. I'll just show you the cube again. First just cube. It's really fun thing to do, solving Rubik's Cube. pretty fun too. And look at that. I mean, this may seem really, 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 really different than the donut you could find on a 3x3. It's really, really different. Still pretty cool. Okay, so let's rerun that. As we were saying, Mario was jumping up and down, and up and down. And once he got up, the flowers are starting to fall. Now these might not look like the best images of flowers because they're transparent and the background is black, but it's still pretty cool. I mean, Mario jumps up, hits the question block, flowers come on down. And this is supposed to be the Valentine's Day special, mostly because flowers are coming down onto Mario. And that was mostly what we did in this video. I didn't really write each and everything myself. I had written it before and then just explained to you what it was. And now let's get to just the final explaining part. Leave a like and subscribe for more videos about iOS development, and make sure to stay tuned for the Professor's Cube video and the Iron Project video, which I don't think I told you guys about. It's coming up pretty soon, and I guess I'll just do something that's not really that, you could say, Valentine related, but it's, I mean, I guess still funny to do. So right now what I'm doing is doing the donut pattern. So here we have two different cubes. Here we have the Professor's Cube. Da, 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 da. And then we have the normal 3x3. Let's do the donut pattern on the 3x3. So first start with white on top, white on top, red facing you. Turn the up face once clockwise, so U prime, and then do the same with the bottom. So you should get that. Then bring these two down from up here down to here, and then do this, technically F, and then B, which we never use, and then turn U, and then D, and then you should have a donut. Now I'm just gonna solve that. And let's do it with the Professor's Cube. Now there's technically two different types of donuts you could do. The donut with the small hole or donut with a big hole. This is the small hole one. So, same concept. White on top, red. Let's start with the small hole. That. And lastly, that is a very small hole for a donut. Now, let's bring it back. Let's back it up. And let's just do this like one smaller. So the donut hole is going to be like this 3x3. And that's actually what we do in solving a Professor's Cube. You first solve the centers of each and every side. So we have that and that, and then that and that. Look at that, the bigger donut. We'll solve it. And it's really fun to do these things. Solving a cube, again, really fun. Good for your mind and everything. Sellouts. Okay, that's enough selling out for now. Bye. I already said this. Leave a like and subscribe for more videos about iOS development. Gaming is coming. Game development, we're already doing it. And yeah, we're set.